Hello everybody, my name is Beza, and welcome to a little redstone tutorial. Today, I want to be showing you this pretty neat device that kind of functions as two different things. This is basically a really compact binary to decimal converter / randomizer. But we're just going to call it the binary to decimal converter because that's its main function. This is pretty sweet. It's pretty cool. I didn't come up with the design myself, but I did change the design a lot and improved it. The original design is by xClaks on the Minecraft Fourms. He helped me out figuring out what I needed for my map, and he came up with this concept, and I improved it, compacted it, and much more. So I'm going to show you how it works. You just put an input in, and you get a decoded output each time, which happens to be a different one each time usually. If you want to change it around, you can really play around with it and adapt it. It can be used wirelessly as well because it uses command blocks and scoreboards, objectives. And it's 4-bit binary, as I said before. Hopper-dropper combinations. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'm going to show you how to build it today. And let's get started, I guess. Okay, so let's get started. You're going to want a row of 8 blocks just right next to each other. And then you're going to come out 3 blocks on the 3 blocks, and on the 4th block you're going to leave that there. Punch out the middle. Next you're going to want to alternate until the end here and put repeaters on each block and then a redstone on the last one. You're going to want to put a comparator row here, and then put upward facing droppers here. So the next thing you want to do is you want to put a row of blocks, 3 blocks connecting this one to this one, this dropper to this dropper. You're going to put 2 comparators facing out, make sure they're on subtraction mode, and a piece of redstone dust in between them. Next, you want to grab a command block, and then first put a row of 8 command blocks where the comparators are sticking out, and then at the end of each of these, you're going to want to put another command block. Put a block on top. Make sure they're on top of all of the command blocks. And another block here. So the next thing you want to do is you want to grab some hoppers and basically make sure that each of these has a stackable item in it. Stackable to 64 and a non-stackable item. So I'm going to be using like a wooden sword, or a wooden shovel is the cheapest, but it doesn't quite matter since you're in creative mode. So you go like that. The next thing you want to do is you want to put a block on top of each of these on these redstone dust in between the comparators, and then another block there. You're going to punch out this block right here, and then comparator there, and then a hopper with a stackable item, stackable to 64. Make sure that's how it is. You're going to do the same over here. Okay, so the next part is you want to put a repeater here redstone dust there, leading all the way to the end. Make sure that they have basically a clear connection to these command blocks without triggering any other command blocks. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to put a redstone torch on top of this block here. Another block on top with another redstone torch. And then 2 blocks over top of it like that. Next you want to put 2 blocks on each side of the torch level. And piece of redstone dust there. 3 comparators, or 3 repeaters sticking out that are on 4 ticks. You want to put a command block there. Extend blocks all the way next to here with a redstone piece of dust. And put repeaters like that. Next thing you want to do is put a row of blocks up to here. 1 over top of the repeater and 1 there. And spread redstone all the way to here. So the next thing you want to do is put more command blocks here as well. And I'm pretty sure that's done. So that's basically the whole thing. You want to put actually another row of comparators. Forgot about that. Another row of comparators facing out of these command blocks. And we'll get on to programming the command blocks. Okay, so before you start, you have to create a scoreboard objective. So if you do scoreboard objectives add, and then create a scoreboard name. Mine is Randomizer. I've already created it, so I'm not going to press enter. But basically, it has to be a dummy and has to be an objective. So let's just pretend I press yes and it created. The next thing you want to do is kind of program these command blocks. These are going to be the binary. So you're going to do scoreboard players add all players, your scoreboard name. Mine is Randomizer. And then you're going to put, actually you're going to want to copy that before you do anything else. And at the end now, you can put 1. You're going to do the same over here, only 2 on the next one. Same over here, only with 4. And the same over here with 8. So you should have these 4 command blocks with 1, 2, 4, and 8. So the next thing you should do is come up here and do scoreboard players set all players of your scoreboard name to -1. And that's that. Now the next thing you need to do is program the decoder. So this one's a bit kind of weird. You're gonna want to do test for all players who have the score of your objective. The first one's going to be that equals 0. And I'm actually going to write out the whole thing first. So score underscore randomizer underscore min equals whatever the number is going to be. And then the end bracket. I'm going to copy that. Okay, now I can add the numbers. So the first one's going to be 0 and 0. Second one, so you're going to go up by 2 for each. Second one's going to be 2. 2 and 2. This one's going to be 4 and 4. This one is going to be 6 and 6. This next one is going to be 8 and 8. This one's going to be 10 and 10. Next one's going to be 12 and 12. And the last one on this row is going to be 14. Pretty good. So the next thing you want to do is come up to the top row and do the same thing, only start with 1 and then add 2 each time. So 1 and 1 for the first layer, 3 and 3, 5 and 5, 7 and 7, 8, oh no, not 8, scratch that, 9 and 9, 11, 11, 13 and 13, and then finally we're going to go to 15 and 15. So it should be done. Let me just do a little component check. Make sure that we have everything here that should be in it. Looks okay to me. So your input is going to be this block right here. So if you want to add a separate input, you're going to have to, I recommend just putting a repeater into there. You can do it with redstone dust. Just make sure that there's a input that can be pulled by a repeater that goes into there. And then let me just extend this over here just so we can use it, but this isn't part of the actual machine. Let's go like that. Let's see if it works. Yep, and it's working fine. I'm going to turn off. I'm going to turn that on so you can see the commands going through. So it's adding a random one of these, but not the same one twice, and then reading the combination of those numbers, setting an output here, and then resetting the whole thing. And that's how that basically works. It's pretty good. I really like it. I'm going to be using it on my custom map for a randomizer. And hopefully it works and performs the way I want. It can be used wirelessly. Instead of having the decoder part, if you understand the redstone here, instead of having the decoder part right attached to the machine, you might want to put it attached to something else, and then you can wirelessly use it like usual. Once again, thanks to xClaks for helping me out and for giving out the concept of this machine. Really appreciate it, and it really helped me a lot. Put the link in the description with the forum post where he showed this and to his forum page on the Minecraft Fourms. And I'll also maybe do a world download so you can come on and check it out yourself. Maybe a schematics download too, but we'll see. Anyways, that's it for now. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thought this was kind of useful. And yeah, that's it. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.